I was recently told by one of my channel members that they found real gold in a bag of mixed costume jewelry that they bought at a yard sale. And while yard sale season is basically over at this point, that doesn't mean that you can't find mixed bags of costume jewelry. So of course I went to eBay and I found this. This is a bag that's supposed to be 1 pound of mixed costume jewelry, all silver or gold colored. So it means there could be real silver and gold in there, but chances are it's not, and I just threw a bunch of money away. I paid $12 for the bag, but I also paid the $8 shipping charge, which means I am $20 into this box right here. Did I throw $20 away? Probably, but we're gonna find out by going through it together and seeing if I get lucky and find real gold or real silver. So let's do it, but do me a favor before we do, go down below and make sure you are subscribed. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers, and I'd love for you to be one of them. My channel is sponsored by SDBullion.com. New customers can get their first order of gold or silver at spot by going to SDBullion.com/new. All right, so I already opened it up and took a look inside. And inside of the box, we have this yellow manila envelope. And inside of that, I have not opened, I'm sure, is all of our costume jewelry. I took the receipt out of the box itself. I wanted to say, as we're getting into this though, is that keep in mind, I would not do this if I was not a YouTuber, and I do not recommend that you order one of these unless you just want costume jewelry. The chance of me actually finding real gold and silver in here is slim to none. Probably, we're gonna find out. But additionally, this has probably been gone through. Like, I'm sure somebody's already looked through this to make sure there's no gold and silver. But I thought it'd be fun to see if we get lucky. Maybe we hit the gold and silver lottery. And we're gonna start with this piece right here. Now I do have my loop, and if I do see something that might be gold or silver, I do have a way to test it, and if we find something, I will show you how I test it. This right here definitely looks plated to me. I'm gonna take a close look at it, and I'll let you know. And yeah, I was right. I just looked at it closely under the loop. The color isn't right. It is really light, and gold is not a very light metal, as you guys know. And additionally, you could see some of the plating chipping off in certain spots around the bend, so this one's definitely fake. It's a neat looking bracelet though. Next up, we have, this feels like, oh, there's a lot of stuff tangled up in here. Oh, this is an interesting piece. This thing's huge. All right, so this is a necklace, and it looks like this is the clasp, but it doesn't go like this. It actually looks like it kind of goes like that. Okay. And in the center, we have clearly fake diamonds. And yeah, see, like this right here, as I was just saying, there's no way in heck that they would not check to make sure this was gold, because this would be a lot of gold, and it is very clear by me looking at it that it's not real. And there's something on the tag here, and looking at it under a loop, and I think you can see it on the camera, it says Monet, which there's a lot of fake, and I won't say fake because it's not made to be real. They're not trying to pass it off, you know, as a real gold to somebody and sell them real gold that's actually fake. It's just costume jewelry, but it is not gold. So that is our second piece. It looks like we have this earring here, and I'm assuming there's a matching for this one in the bag, but it has this plastic back, which is not a good sign. And another thing, when you're looking at like earrings, if the earring is gold, the post is gold. And the reason I say that is because gold does not mess with your ears. So like, unless you're allergic to gold, which I don't know if that's a thing, but my point is you're not gonna have, you know, gold is less likely to give you an infection, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe they could make the post out of silver, but I've never seen a real gold ring that didn't have a real gold post. And yeah, I looked at it up close, same thing. There's no way this is real. This is cool. Like, we got some neat looking pieces here. I mean, maybe this is actually worth $12 if you could sell these for like $1 or a couple dollars a piece to somebody that likes costume jewelry. You know, I imagine the seller is selling it in bulk to get rid of it quickly. But I guess if you wanted to sell some costume jewelry, that's a way to do it. All right, so this piece here, so it looks like, this is actually kind of cool. It looks like there's a gold/silver tone chain that's going around whatever pattern this is. And it has this clasp here. I mean, this does not look silver to me at all. It almost looks pewter. And yeah, you can see there's no markings on the clasp anywhere, which is generally where you would have the markings for. And I don't think this side of the clasp comes out, but I mean, clearly this is not silver. It doesn't look right. This is just another really cool piece of costume. I mean, I'll be honest, this is actually like neat pieces. Like, if you wore costume jewelry, this is kind of neat as well. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. This looks like a pin. So you take this off here and then you stick it down into your shirt. and then, you know, put that back in, and then it's, you know, you have the gold butterfly on your shirt. We have another earring with a silvery post, and I mean, this just doesn't look real at all. All right, so this obviously was a cameo. The cameo is missing, so this is literally just complete junk. Like, it's not even costume jewelry that you could wear. All right, here, so look at this. You can see right here, this actually has green, like it's turning green right here. So we know for a fact that this one's not real just based on that, because gold doesn't corrode. So that right there is a really good sign that this is fake. And I looked at it under the loop, and you can kind of see it on the camera here. It is silvery right here. So this is where it was actually in their ear. And so this gold plating had actually come off probably while it was being worn by the owner, which is unfortunate because, like I said, that's why they do real gold posts on real gold earrings. You don't want that fake stuff coming off into your ear, but it is what it is. We have this piece right here. And to be honest, I just spent about a full minute looking at this under the loop. I'm going to test this just to be sure. I don't think it's gold. It's not marked, but you know, it's got one of these gold beads here as well. And we're just going to be sure on that. So we're going to put that aside, and I'll show you how we do some testing. So this feels heavy. Oh, there's two heavy things in here. All right, so we have a bangle / bracelet, stretchy. There's a piece right here. Is that a magnet? There's nothing on it. And just like the other ones, I went ahead and looked at this under the loop, and it's hard to show you on the camera here because you can't bend it out, but there's definitely around the edges here, there's some chipping away of the gold plating. So this is plated with real gold. It's just, yeah, it's not, you know, it's not real gold. So either way, like, I actually think if you want me to be completely honest, I haven't seen what's left in here, but this actually, if you like costume jewelry, I've already said this, but it's actually a pretty cool bag. Like, I'm getting better stuff than I thought I would. I thought most of this would be already destroyed, but it looks like this is all usable except for this piece right here, like usable costume jewelry. And we have this bracelet right here that doesn't look gold. It doesn't have the right color for gold. It does have good weight, but that probably just means that it's solid. I'm imagining that this is copper. And it could also be brass. Listen, there's no way this is real. This is heavy. There's at least an ounce. There's probably an ounce and a half here of weight. There's no way that they would have included an ounce and a half of gold inside of this bag. That being said, I looked at it under a loop, and because I can't find any like thing that really stands out outside of the color being a little bit off, I'm going to go ahead and stone test it anyway, but I do not expect it to be real. I don't know, stick with me, maybe we'll get lucky, but no, it's probably not happening. All right, so this next one, you saw me pull it out. I just looked at it for a good minute. This, unfortunately, is not gold, but I really started to get excited about it because on here, there are actually some letters, and I'm like, maybe that's like 10 karat or 14 karat, but no, it's actually initials, like a maker's mark initials. We're gonna go ahead and bend, and it's, yeah, this is, ooh, it's really hard. So I imagine this is not, oh, and you can hear it cracking. You probably can't hear it, but I can as I bend it. So yeah, if this has a partner with it, I just destroyed the pair. But yeah, just based on the way it's bending, I can tell you for sure it's not. But man, I really gave it a good look. Unfortunately, this one's going to be kind of completely trash along with this bangle piece because of the way what I just did to it. But not real gold, but I did give it some looking for sure. All right, let's see. We got more stuff in here. Here is a chain. And we have a chain and a train, right? All right, so our train doesn't even look like it's gold. It doesn't even look like it's toned silver. This one I'm not concerned about. However, it is really cool. It's a train pin. If you're into trains, I don't know. Maybe there'll be people interested in this stuff. We also have this right here. This is an earring. Fake back. Yeah, you can see right here, another silvery post. The color doesn't look right. This one's nothing. All right, we have this chain here with a butterfly on it. And again, I looked at it really closely under the loop. There's no markings on it, but you can see some of the gold plating coming off like right here on the tip of the wing on this butterfly. So same thing, not gold, no need to test it. We also have this bracelet here. Oh, here's the pair for, okay, so we actually have a pair on those ones that I do want to test. These are the only ones that I'm really like thinking, all right, maybe there's something there. I don't know. Sadly, also not gold. We have a lot of cool stuff though. We're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna keep talking about how this is actually a better bag than I thought. All right, so here is the partner of the one that I destroyed earlier by bending it out. So we already know this isn't real. We'll put that over there. So maybe I destroyed a pair that I shouldn't have by doing that. All right, what is this? This has a symbol on the back. but it's not marked silver. It's, you know, it looks like it might be silver though. What's that? Okay, I thought maybe there were some letters up here, but no dice. That's just a design. And there are no markings on the clasp. So this isn't marked anywhere that it's silver, but I don't know what that mark is. It is definitely not 925 or sterling. Yeah, I can't tell, but this is a neat piece. I don't think it's silver. I'm gonna test it though. So this is going into our test pile just to be sure. All right, we have a couple of pearls here. And I looked under the loop, those are nothing. Boy, there's a lot left. Look at this, guys, look at this. And that's all that's in there, but there's a lot of stuff here. This looks like a waffle pattern type earring. It has the fake plastic back and it has the silvery post. So this one is nothing. All right, we have a partial watch, made in China, missing the back, missing the glass. So you can actually pull the inner workings out here using a battery. Stretchy chain. Yeah, this is nothing. You can even, it looks almost like it's painted. This is, all right, that's literally junk. All right. We have another bracelet here that's broken. So this is missing stuff. And it's a stretchy piece. See how it stretches? And it is definitely not real. So this is another piece of uber junk. We have another watch. This one has the back. As you can see, base metal bezel, stainless steel back. So you know this one's nothing. It actually says it right on there. Lady Elgin. Is that a brand that matters? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. We're going to put that here, I guess. We have a lot of watches in here. What is this? Stainless steel back. Japan movement. Lafayette. Is that what that says? Yeah, Lafayette. Quartz. Let me know. Is this a brand that matters? Definitely not looking silver. It looks painted, so nowhere close, but it is intact. We'll take a look at it for maybe a piece for something else. We have this piece right here. You know, you got 3 hearts here. It's a little pendant or a pin you can wear on your shirt, and it's got some fake diamonds in it. And it isn't. I looked at it closer under the loop. No dice. All right, we have. So this one has a silvery post that was part gold. So this had a gold-plated post. And some of the gold plating probably came off while it was being worn by the original owner. It says Park Lane on it. And yeah, I mean, we have a pair of fake junk earrings here, but we have a pair. Here we go with another pair of earrings. All right, well, these aren't silver in color. These are all supposed to be silver and gold in color. All right, we have this, this ring that's attached to a chain. All right, so we're gonna fast forward here, and the reason for that is when I was taking the chain off of this thing, I actually hit stop recording because it was gonna take me a minute. And then I thought I hit start recording again. Well, I didn't. Unfortunately, that means that everything from this ring on, I went through and there was no silver or gold. So we looked inside of this ring though, and it did kind of look gold, but if you look at it really closely, you can see the gold chipping off. It is not marked. And I would assume that these are fake cocktail diamonds. So this is an old cocktail ring. They used to wear these with these big clusters of diamonds. But this one, unfortunately, is not real. It does look nice though. So chances are, it is, you know, something that someone wore to make people think they were wearing a real one, but they knew that they weren't. Now, another thing I wanted to show you while we were doing that is on this piece right here. And I'm doing my best to hold the loop up so you can actually see what it says here. But what it says is 1/20 14 karat GF. Now, what that actually means is that this is gold plated with 14 karat gold. GF stands for gold filled, and 1/20 is the thickness, I believe in millimeters, of the gold that's actually plating this chain. So there is real gold here, albeit not very much, and it would probably cost more to refine the gold off of this piece than the gold that's on it is actually worth. It's a very, very, very limited amount of gold, probably not worth more than $1, if even that. So we went through all of this. I showed you that. And that's what we had for this pile. But we did want to go ahead and test these 2 earrings and test this piece right here. So let's go ahead and do that. And to do that, we're going to be using a jeweler's stone, and we're going to use the jewelry and some acid. So we have a mixture of muriatic and nitric acids here, 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat gold. You can see these are super dusty. I haven't used them very much lately. But we are going to go ahead and test these out. And how we do that is we actually scratch some of the metal onto the onto the stone like that. So we're going to make a scratch here. And we'll look at that scratch. It does not look like a gold scratch at all. And we're going to do it with the silver piece as well. And this one looks very promising. But it is really, yeah, it is not scratching. Yeah, it is not scratching like silver normally scratches. But let's do this. So we're going to put some acid on here. We're going to start with some 14 karat acid on the earring. And as you can see, I mean, if you look, it immediately dissipated. Like, it didn't even take its time. It was just gone immediately. So we know that that is not real. Now let's go ahead and test out. And we have to use the 18 karat acid for the silver. And what we're going to be looking for is we're going to put the acid on the silver. We're going to look for it to turn a powder blue. So let's do it. And we do have a hint of powder blue there, but not here. So I think this is probably plated. Let me go ahead and get a deeper scratch, and then we'll go into the deep scratch to see if we get more powder blue. I'm imagining what we have is some plating. All right, so I pushed really hard and I got a much deeper scratch. You can see the color is changing a little bit as well. Let's grab our 18 karat muriatic acid here. And yeah, you can see if you look at this, yeah, you can see it's basically nothing. So you can see some of the plating is actually chipping away. So some of the plating was still on the stone, but it is not turning a bright powder blue. Let me show you how it looks if it's actually silver. And to do that, we'll use this very slicked out 1935 Walker that I laser engraved my logo onto when I was experimenting. And watch, we'll scratch it onto the stone. There we go. Good little scratch. I know I just took away a little bit of silver, but it's to show you. Throw that on there. And see what's happening there? See how it's like a deep bright blue? Even the original scratch on our necklace piece wasn't anything like that. And if this necklace was silver, it would actually be sterling probably and not 90%. So very, very easy to tell if it's silver just by using a stone test, although you do have to scratch the item. So we did get some really cool looking costume jewelry, like I said multiple times throughout the video as I was pulling it out, but we did not get any real silver or gold. And I could probably take my time and sell those pieces individually for a couple of dollars each and even make a profit, but it's a lot of time investment as well, and you have to factor that in. So like I said earlier, this really isn't worth it. You're probably not gonna find real silver and real gold, but it was a fun experiment to see if we could find it on eBay, because it does happen much more often at yard sales. I've had multiple stories from people saying they found gold rings. One person actually found a 14 karat gold ring with a real $2.50 Indian, gold Indian in the ring that he bought at a yard sale for a couple of bucks. So you never know, but let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and help us continue to grow. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you next time and have a great rest of your day.